So I found this really nice vehicle. It's a 2010 model, kind of similar to the 2015 model that I was looking at the other day at the Toyota dealership. This one though, it only costs $4,200, which is something that I could easily just pay for all up front and not have to worry about car payments. The catch though is, compared to that 60,000 mile vehicle that was at the dealership, this one has about 160,000 miles on it. So there's significantly more wear and tear on the vehicle, but these Toyota Priuses, they're known to be very reliable and durable, so I'm expecting a lot more usage out of it. I was calculating the miles that I drive in a year, and it came out to roughly 15,000 miles driven in a year. And if you calculate about $1,000 or so dollars just in fuel expenses, that's going to cover the cost of the vehicle in 3 or 4 years. I like the idea of owning a vehicle like that and using it as a business investment. Lyft and Uber, I've been test driving it, both platforms, as well as different kinds of food delivery apps such as Postmates, and even the app Caviar I got approved for yesterday, and I'll be delivering with them also. I'll give you my insight onto that platform later too. I called the guy yesterday, and I'm gonna go and head out and take a look at this Prius, make sure it's what I'm expecting, and if everything goes alright, I'll talk it out with my wife and see if we can't make a good business investment on this. It's about 53 miles a gallon, which is very good. Driving with Lyft and Uber, it's been fun, to say the least. I get my own time freedom. I don't have to have anyone looking over my shoulder, make sure I'm doing a good job of something. Just as long as I'm getting the passenger safely to point B from point A, I see it as a fun way to make money. I like driving. I like connecting with new people. Now the vehicle is going to be a lot smaller than my Toyota 4Runner. I'm willing to sacrifice that in exchange for the good miles per gallon that it gets. This 4Runner gets about 20 miles a gallon, whereas the Toyota Prius will get 50 plus miles a gallon. I heard some of them even getting 60 miles a gallon if you hypermile the vehicle right, which is utilizing techniques such as cruising, the regenerative brakes, the electric battery. You can tune it into EV mode, eco mode, and also a power mode. The hybrid battery, it's known to die out after, so many miles. I'm not sure the exact mileage of when it will, but those things are fairly inexpensive to replace. I've read on the comment sections of another video on YouTube where it costed $1,500 to replace that battery pack. This guy was doing oil changes at 15,000 mile intervals, and he had to get another engine also, which had 40,000 miles on it. But he only picked it up for $2,500. Not bad at all. I want to take a look at the back seat, make sure that there's enough leg room for the passengers, and if they have enough good head clearance where the roof line is. Since the roof line design, it does show a slope where it's at. gas is at $2.59 a gallon. It's significantly less than what California's playing. I was talking to a friend of mine and he's saying gas is at $3.50 a gallon out in California. Okay, so I got done test driving that vehicle and it's a steady vehicle. It's really smooth. I like how it saves gas, really. Other than that, like compared to the suspension of my 4Runner, of course it's not going to be as nice as a 4Runner is, but I'm looking at it as a business investment. The more mileage that I can get out of it and less gas that I'm putting into it, the more money I can make, especially if I'm doing food deliveries or doing things like ride sharing. That one's the 2010 model, and the leather seats in it would make it perfect for picking up passengers, and in case that they puke in the back seat or something, it'd just be much more easier to clean up than, say, carpet upholstery would be. 260,000 miles on a vehicle, though, that's unheard of, man. I've never seen a vehicle with that many miles in my lifetime. Like, I've never drove one with that many miles on it. It's just a lot. And I don't know, the other one, I want to kind of test drive that, but this one had like tinted windows in it. The leather seats really was nice. I'm getting $500 off of it compared to the other Toyota Prius. I'm just really debating on whether to get this one and do it or not. You know, I kind of want to just buy it. Let me talk to my wife tonight. I'll see how it goes. This one though, this 4Runner, I love driving this thing. It's smooth like butter. It just goes over roads so easily. You can see up on the road ahead so easily. The only downfall is that it's a gas guzzler. Something interesting about that Prius though was that in EV mode, you have to be a certain mile, I think it's like less than 40 miles to activate it and to use it, like get the range out of it, you know? It's something that I wasn't really expecting. Thought I could use it on like the freeway and the electric motor would just kick in and just take over, but for what it's worth, it doesn't use a lot of gas. I'd be paying about $120, I'm imagining, for insurance on that vehicle.